Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Living World of Darkness Street Demons. We find ourselves getting later on in the day in the southern tip of Staten Island in an abandoned warehouse. One that's normally relatively hard to find. And Naomi Cross, the ecstatic and in principle master of what is supposed to be a chantry, this what will one day hopefully be a chantry, is sat on the floor next to a power hose in a puddle of dirty water with red marks in it. Next to her is a glass pipe and a tea light, which is almost burnt out, and her knife. Her arms are covered in slashes, her eyes are puffy and full of tears. And she whispers, after a while, she mouths it at first before actually saying the word. She says the word Eridu. Please.
Almost immediately she gets a sense that someone can hear her, that someone is listening, and immediately someone replies, "What's wrong? Where are you?"
Staten Island.
"Give me an address, I'll be there soon."
And Naomi stammers out, kind of stammering and slurring a little bit, a series of directions to a place that is officially listed as a meatpacking warehouse.
Okay, that's fun. Amelia's phone is specifically designed to get her places quickly, even when she hasn't been there before. And she cheats a little bit.
I was going to say, when you are using your phone, it's a bit like when you have to find one of those camping sites that just your phone doesn't seem to be taking you to the exact location.
Ooh, interesting.
But because you're a demon, because whilst it doesn't have magical wards that we've put there, it has a latent effect on it that we found. Okay. It won't affect Amelia. It will affect her phone.
Okay. If she has directions, she will basically mentally go back through the directions until she finds a place where that doesn't seem to be happening.
Yeah.
And get herself there on the bus, or, well, mostly by bus or subway or whatever.
Yeah.
With a little bit of cheating at the beginning.
It's a rundown part of the area, sort of warehouses near the dock front. Say dock front, it's facing New Jersey.
Okay.
But yes, the road here looks like it's not been repaired for a while. It's just quite an unpleasant area. You go past like a dumpster that has sort of food and that has sort of half a burger in it, a syringe, things like this. And yeah, there's a warehouse in front of you that looks abandoned for the most part. There's the sign above has pretty much fallen off.
Okay. She looks out of place here, but she's worn reasonable shoes, and she.
I like the idea of her wearing like proper heels. That's hilarious. But reasonable shoes, comfortable shoes are comfortable.
Once she figured out that it was a meatpacking warehouse, she was like, I don't want to step in anything in my shoes. So yeah, she shows up and she finds a door, wanders around until she finds a door, and then she knocks quietly.
There's, in fact, roll me perception alertness, actually.
Okie doke. Oh, it's so fun to use this dice pool. It's so much better than Ren's or Ping's. 3. Unless detail-oriented counts, in which case 4.
Detail-orientated probably will count, because you hear a very, very small voice on the other side of the door that sounds like it's coming from far away that says, "Come in."
Okay. She tries the door. Is it locked?
Nope.
Okay, she comes on in.
And you come on in, and what you find is the open, abandoned warehouse. The floor is dirty. You can see stairs going up to a second floor, which from the roof you can tell isn't the same size as the bottom floor. It's smaller, if that makes sense.
Sure.
You obviously warehouses with offices, and you can see near the stairs a quarter of the floor has been washed with clearly a power hose, and sat next to the power hose, as described earlier in the scene, crying, dirty, wet, muddy, cut up, and smelling somewhat chemical, is Naomi.
Amelia stops and looks back at the door, taking a really good look at the door, maybe a little longer look than a normal person, for reasons. And then she starts to approach Naomi carefully, kind of giving a cursory look around the rest of the room, like she knows she should probably look for bad people, but that's not really something that she's good at doing. She's much more interested in Naomi.
Yeah. And Naomi only seems... It's only when you get close that she slowly turns her head to look at Amelia with glassy eyes.
Amelia steps kind of carefully through the water and crouches down near her.
You came.
Of course.
Why?
You asked me to. I'm glad to see you. What happened?
I needed to talk to someone, and Violet wasn't. Violet's looking for Ginger.
Are they all right?
I don't know. Ginger ran away.
Oh dear.
Because I wouldn't let her help me.
Help you?
I hurt people. I think I killed them.
You hurt people as something you did in the past, or as something that you're actively doing at the moment?
Not actively.
She nods.
I can't remember if I showed you.
You did. Or you told me about it.
If I don't do it, I start to die.
You mentioned. What did Ginger want to do?
I don't know. I think she wanted to feed it.
To feed it? Because you're dying.
Yeah. What's stop me? But that'll kill her. Then I lied to her and said that it was just because I didn't need her, and that I would let her help me. And that wasn't true, and she's really good at knowing that. It's not magic or anything, she's just...
Clever.
Yeah.
And now she's mad?
Yeah. Yes. And Violet came back, and Violet's upset. She's gone to find her, but I'm worried that she'll bring her back here.
Is that bad?
She shouldn't, because it'll happen again.
Because nothing has changed.
Yes. And because this is just what happens. I don't know if you really can relate, but I'll just keep hurting Ginger. I'll just keep hurting Violet. Just keep hurting Ken. I hurt you, I think.
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't want them to come back. Does that make sense?
Because you like them and you'll hurt them.
Yes.
I understand, but I don't think it makes sense yet. But I'm slow to understand these things.
You said that you tried to protect people.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not sure if it worked. Or made things worse.
Yes, that's very true.
So this way you don't help. I mean, you've been nice to me, and I know that Aiden liked you, but this is why angels don't come and teach us things. Don't cure cancer and things.
Maybe. That's part of it. I don't know how to cure cancer. I'm not a cancer angel. Your arms, is that a problem?
No.
Okay.
It makes the pain different.
I see.
The pipe is so it goes away, but it doesn't last. And it's expensive.
The pain of Ginger?
Hurting Ginger. Hurting Violet. I just don't want to be me. Does that make sense?
The words make sense. Who else would you be?
That's the big question, isn't it? Who else can you be?
Hmm.
Did you ever wish you were something else in all the wars and hell and everything?
I wish I was myself again. That would be nice. Does that count?
You mean like you were before?
Hmm.
So it's less that you're not you, more that you're a piece of you. You're broken.
Yes.
Can't fix the broken.
No. Yet. Not yet.
Have you ever heard of someone being fixed?
Of an angel being fixed? No. Though I know angels that are doing a far better job than I am. I've heard of humans being fixed.
Doesn't really work.
No?
No. I mean, when someone breaks their leg, you can fix it. When someone's ill, they can get better, but there's still scars, there's still marks.
Hmm.
If you look at an x-ray, you can see where the bone broke.
Yeah.
And they never go away.
No. It's tricky. Though you could say that if function has been restored to the limb, that's, the rest is cosmetic. The sign of a lesson, maybe.
If you get a professional sports player and break their leg, it's not cosmetic even if it heals.
How so?
Lots of them can't play again.
Hmm.
The bone's too weak, I think. I don't really understand the details. It's one of these things that you hear about and read about. I don't fucking know. I guess I just feel that if I'm breaking everything and I'm broken, then what's the point?
What were you, doing with a power washer?
Just cleaning the floor.
Hmm.
I'm going to live here.
It's a very strange way to break things.
It's... Yeah, maybe, but we don't even own the building.
Who owns the building?
No one knows.
Hmm.
Technically a company that went bankrupt like 7 years ago. It's just in a legal limbo.
Hmm.
Good a place as any.
Sounds like it. They're not using it.
There's a magical thing outside.
Should I be worried?
No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
Though it's kind of fucked up. It's... There's solid bits of magic. I say solid. The essence of magic, it comes from things called nodes. There's one outside in the dumpster.
Okay, Amelia's going to try really hard not to think that that's strange and amusing. How many dots does she have for that? She has 4. Magic comes from the dumpster is only 2 dots worth of convincing.
And there's stuff there like... A lot of the rubbish is like when the magic becomes solid. like the trash burgers and the used condoms and the syringes.
Oh, the world has become a very strange place. What have we done?
Not all of them are like this. This one's, we call it entropic. But the best description is kind of fucked up.
That makes more sense than I'd like to think.
It's fed by sadness.
Really?
Yeah.
And then what can you do with it?
And use it to power things like I can make a... Do you want me to show you something that you can see with it?
Will it hurt you? Cost
Yeah.
you something?
Yes.
Let's hold off for now then.
Okay. But yeah, it's my little node. It's going to be ours.
So when you break things, including yourself, you can turn that into power.
Yes.
You know, there are angels of death that were given purpose. I'm going to say it wrong. I'm not one. To guide pain into its proper place when that pain was overwhelming. Sometimes things have to break.
Everything's just slowly breaking, though. You watch the world, time marches onwards. People die. Things break, things decay. It's the only thing that's really true. Although I know you guys said that you don't think you die.
No.
Maybe that's why some magic doesn't work on you.
Because we don't die?
Maybe. I can look into people's minds and see how they manifest their fear of death, because it's really the only thought that anyone ever has. Or the things they throw up to hide from it. The barriers they put in place. It doesn't work on you. That's how I knew you were strange when we first met.
Interesting. Very strange.
I mean,
That's a puzzle for another time.
yes. I just don't know if it's worth it sometimes.
I think that probably doesn't matter too much. You seem plenty strong enough to keep yourself going whether you like it or not. That's good. I think you might be wrong about everything breaking, but that is the only thing. I think there's more.
More to what? Life?
Everything. Or we'd run out of things to break.
That you all created everything long ago. We take it, we change how it's
we can forge it into new shapes, but we don't really create anything.
You don't.
No.
But there are still some of us.
So you can create.
No, not me. I'm not a
Others.
creating angel either. Yes, others.
Didn't you create the stars?
No, I only watched.
It must have been beautiful to see everything get made.
Yes.
Must be very sad to see it all fall apart. Can you imagine that not even the stars are the same?
No, they're not. Falling apart isn't the problem. Stars are very beautiful when they die.
I remember.
But it's very irritating not to know what they're doing.
And they're just floating there, burning. Remember at school we got told that they're made of a particular kind of gas that turns into another one, and they die when they run out of gas. They run out of hydrogen.
Hmm.
And some of them explode and burn everything around them for a massive distance. And some of them collapse and suck everything into them, into a black oblivion.
For a time. Very, very long time.
Do you know what happens after that?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Stars are made of a lot of things. When they cease to be stars, there's still a lot of things. They bump around together and become new things. Different things.
We're all stardust.
I don't know if you are. That's a good question. I'd be very interested to find out.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. I'd have to ask someone, I think. Someone who remembered.
Maybe it'd be better if we were just stars. Then we could just burn and look pretty and then explode.
You know, when I first got to here, I looked out the window and the night was full of strange stars. And they weren't in the skies, they were all windows and streetlights and strange little burning things you'd made. I still like it very much. At night.
Like the lights.
Mm-hmm.
We were planning on making a light show here
Were you?
before they ran away. Do you know what a rave is?
Let's find out. Does she know what a rave is? She does. Oh, sure. With music.
Yeah. We're going to turn this place into one. We're going to live upstairs.
That sounds noisy.
We can stop that. I think Violet can.
Surely.
And then we could dance away The lights and the noise and there's peace in noise.
Hmm.
Especially if you just keep listening to it and it's all you hear and it's pounding and it goes on and you
No. That sounds terrible.
do not dance at all.
Mm-mm.
It's fun.
Does it help when you're sad?
A bit. Because there's just the sound. There's just movement and it's all very simple.
I imagine it gets a lot of the little floaty things in your blood out, too.
The little things in the blood make it better.
You mean drugs?
Yeah.
I meant hormones. Hormones? I don't know what to call them. Without drugs, your body...
Yeah. Depends. There's a nice guy there. Hot guy. It's kind of the opposite effect.
New hormones.
Yeah.
That's fair. Seems a good replacement. I think your friends will come back.
I don't want them to. I want them to stay away. I don't want to be responsible.
Perhaps you shouldn't be responsible.
I'm responsible for what I do. And it's not about me looking after Ginger. This is about me being a person.
Oh my. I'm not sure I understand you.
I hurt people. I hurt my friends, I hurt my parents. I hurt my lovers. I hurt my friends. All of them. All the time. I don't make them happy. I make them sad, I make them angry.
Is their sadness powerful too?
No,
Hmm.
it's just me. We all do magic differently. We're supposed to do magic by being happy in our group. That's why we're called the Cult of Ecstasy. Well, there's this thing about the different states of ecstasy, from joy and sadness and pain and anger and lust and emotion.
Amelia looks a little uncomfortable. You're talking about very meaty things, and she doesn't particularly look like she has any idea what you're talking about.
They power what we do. Naomi's incidentally high as a fucking kite right now, so it's really nice. Like,
So
if Amelia was in any way familiar with the smell of brown heroin, Naomi reeks of it.
I don't think she probably is. She's probably not very familiar with the smell of floor cleaner either. So she's probably like, this place stinks of all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So your friends do magic with happiness?
Kind of. We're not the best bunch of the cult of ecstasy, if we're honest. Ginger's not very good at magic. She thinks of it as... She talks about molecules and vibrations and things like this. And Violet talks to spirits across the veil between this world and the spirit world.
Oh. Oh dear.
Like I say, we're not the best bunch of the cult of ecstasy. Ginger mostly just uses music.
It's too bad Ginger doesn't believe I exist. I think she and I would get along very well.
She's very stubborn.
Yes, you lot do seem to be very stubborn.
And people who made her, or made her what she is now, they believe in reason and science and logic. They don't believe in mysticism and religion and monsters. Or rather, they know all those things are real, but they deny it. They often just hunt us down. Not for a while. I think that's why she doesn't believe in you, because she has been programmed to not believe in supernatural things. Especially things like angels. Even if you did the thing that you said you could do with the wings,
Mm-hmm.
I think she would think it was some kind of trick. Or that you were making an illusion, or that you were something but you weren't an angel. It's sad. I wanted to fix her, but it never works.
Do you like her as she is, without fixing?
Parts of her, there's 10 of her. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. One of them in particular is a sadistic monster that I saw beat Violet to a pulp in order to make me angry.
That anger. Is it the same as sorrow? Does it feed the dumpster?
It's... Do you not get angry and sad?
I do. But it doesn't make magic when I do.
That's fair. I don't think so. It seems to be just sadness and despair and things like that. Misery. Anger would probably be something that we call dynamic. Creative energy in its own way.
Really?
It could be. I guess you could have entropic anger as well. But this one just seems miserable.
I can understand that. I think I felt that. Miserable anger. Helpless.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Do you want a piece of the magic?
What would I do with it?
We don't know.
Yes, I do. That sounds very interesting.
Naomi very slowly, hesitantly, she tries to get to her feet. the first time she stumbles and ends up on all fours in the mud and in the bloody, muddy water.
Mm-hmm.
Because she has cut herself to the extent that the blood was actually just dripping into the water,
Oh.
which is where the red marks came from.
Maybe not right now. You're a bit of a mess.
No one will see. There's magic, so people don't come here.
I mean, I think you should rest.
I'll be fine.
I'm just going to offer her a hand. She kind of, when Naomi started trying to get up, she kind of reached out like she was going to help her, and then just didn't know where to grab because everything was horrible.
Naomi, actively doesn't take the hand. She kind of actually flinches away from it when it's offered.
Oh, I forgot.
Don't like to touch people.
I understand.
Naomi staggers and stumbles towards the door. She is mechanically at this point at dexterity 0.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
So yeah, she's staggering in a vague zigzag towards the door.
Amelia follows her kind of with her arms out, like she's really just not sure what the hell to do about this.
Naomi heads towards the dumpster, and she'll pull out a moldy pizza box with sort of 3 slices of, not good takeaway, the sort of takeaway you go to at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
when you're completely drunk. That kind of pizza you get from there
Mm-hmm.
when it's 2 days old and the grease is congealed. 3 slices of it are still in the box.
Okay. Amelia stares at the pizza and at Naomi. This is magic pizza?
Do you want me to try and show you? I don't know if I can.
No, I'll take your word for it. You are hurt. I'll be very frank. I certainly hope so.
I can heal them, but I need someone else to help.
You're Ken.
Yeah.
Or someone bad you don't mind snuggling with.
And something else Ken does. It's how I do that kind of magic.
Oh. So another person wouldn't work.
I'd rather not do it with any random person. Ideally a guy.
Oh. Amelia kind of squints at her for a second. Is it sexual?
Yes.
Oh. I understand.
Ecstasy. It's in the name. Goes with the dancing and the drugs, after all.
Oh dear. That sounds different.
Yeah. It's not a nice apartment, nice clean apartment and working in IT.
No.
So yeah. This all gets quite extreme.
I don't think I would have been ready for that.
don't think Violet is. I don't
No?
know.
What does she do instead?
She's very tightly wound. She needs to let it go.
Hmm.
She's very angry and doesn't know how to express it. She's very sad and doesn't know how to express it.
How to express it? Why does she want to express it?
Because expressing your emotions gives you power over them.
Does it?
Yes.
Really? It changes the chemicals in your blood.
Not really. Well, yeah. You can burn them off, make them go away.
A bit. But you can only really have power over things you embrace.
She's a slave to her anger.
How
It
strange.
haunts her. It twists her mind every single fucking day. And that makes me sad.
Does she like it?
No,
Is it better than something?
she's afraid of it. I've been helping her do things and show that she's angry so she can move on. She can't just let it go. It's too big, it's too much. So when she denies it and she bottles it up, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse.
Yes, I can understand that.
You must be angry at things.
I have been. It's very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Did you express it or did you? Or is it still there waiting?
I don't know if it's waiting. It surprised me. I believe it may have expressed itself.
That sounds worrying.
It's only small. It's human and has quite a bit of me to contest with.
I suppose maybe. But I'm sure the demons get angry.
Oh yes.
Horns and fire and lashing tongues.
Yes, we can. I'm not that sort of angel either. Really. I can, with the horns and the fire and lashing tongues, I guess, but it feels very strange. It feels wrong and very much like the worst place. Where I'm not eager to go back to.
Yeah.
You, what do you need when you are like this?
When I am angry.
Yeah.
I shout and I scream. And on occasion I have stabbed people. Hurt them. I mean,
Is that what you need, or what? How you're?
I think that's just how my brain wants to work. Or how my body wants to work.
I see.
For what I need. don't know. Being on my own away from the things helps.
Do your friends understand that?
I don't know. I never ask them. I think Violet understands.
Do you know what helps them?
Staying away from me.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Though then Ginger comes to try and find me.
You answered very quickly is all. And it doesn't seem like their behavior bears that out.
Violet got more from Noah than she ever had from me. That's her boyfriend. And Jade. They helped her a lot. Ginger's brother. He needs to help her more. He's the most powerful one of us in the city. He can be in multiple places at once. I've seen him do it.
He's probably quite dangerous then.
Incredibly. I'm pretty sure he could just destroy me with a thought if he really wanted to. I've seen him move whole rooms into the spirit world.
Surely.
Yes.
Is this the barista?
Yes.
Huh.
His name is Edwin. And he is a master of what we call the Order of Hermes. If you read Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter.
I think I did.
That's how magic works for him.
In his blood.
I don't think it's blood, I think it's in their mind.
Oh.
It's about magic words and staffs and circles of salt and the 7 keys of Solomon, that kind of thing. Scrolls and ancient languages.
Rituals.
Yes.
I think perhaps I should avoid him. I think I would get into a great deal of trouble for not avoiding him.
He generally avoids everyone. He sits in his tower. Doesn't really do anything.
Making coffee.
No, those are the copies. That's never really him.
Those are the copies.
He makes copies of himself to go and do the things for him, so he doesn't leave his tower.
I see.
It's strange.
It sounds very peaceful.
He doesn't understand being a human being anymore, I think. When Ginger was in hospital, he sent a copy to come. He wouldn't even come and visit his own sister.
Could you tell the difference?
When he disappeared and vanished.
Was she mad?
She didn't notice.
Were you mad?
Yes.
Hmm.
He didn't say what he was to her. She didn't know that they were siblings. He had known for a long time.
Siblings, you mean they shared parents?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
interesting.
We think that's important. I don't have any, so I don't know. I was the only one. Must be nice though.
Amelia's quiet for a long time, and she should probably roll some dice there. It's all good. That's her manipulation subterfuge. She's going to reach out and, with kind of a look that says, "Oh, good, it's greasy," to try and take a piece of pizza.
I genuinely have no idea what happens when a demon consumes.
No, that's fair.
And I'm pretty sure none of the STs know, and this has never really been tried before.
I think in that case, she's going to reach out and try and take the pizza, and be like, it's just a little
you'd have to
too
eat
something
it to consume it.
Well, she's definitely not going to eat it. She would
sorry,
definitely keep it
fair
around
enough,
for
okay.
poking.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were going to actually eat it.
Oh, no. Not today, Satan.
Okay. Yeah, no, we'll give her it. If an ST or anything asks, that's 1 point of TAS.
Okay. She's gonna take it and kind of hold it by 2 fingers and try and figure out what the hell she's gonna do with it. Like, she could put it in her purse. She's very interested. But putting it in her purse just sounds terrible.
I imagine she has like a really nice purse as well.
I mean, it's pretty utilitarian.
Okay.
But it's definitely got like stuff in it.
Not Eridu. Amelia, not Eridu, seems like the sort of person who likes like nice things.
She was pretty much done with life before Eridu came around, so like what she's got left is like whatever.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it's got stuff in it. That's fair.
It's got stuff that might suffer from contact with slimy pizza. She's going to hold the pizza with one hand and start searching through her purse with the other hand for like a piece of paper, something she can wrap it in, and eventually find something that she can probably just print another one of and very, very delicately wrap the pizza in it. She's trying not to be disrespectful of the pizza because it's magic pizza, but it's also greasy and
the paper will go like nice and transparent. So.
Yes, exactly. This is not a great solution either. And then she kind of tucks it back in her purse a little gingerly and makes sure her phone's in a different part of the purse.
I'm sorry, my TAS is very nice.
What'd you say?
I'm sorry, my TAS isn't very nice.
I'm very interested in it. It's very interesting.
There's probably rules about giving it away.
If I'm getting you in trouble, let me know. I'll bring it back.
They won't know. Thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure. I think you should be glad when your friends come back.
What will I do next time? The time after that, and the time after that, and the time after that. What point am I just being selfish?
They choose to come back.
But they're wrong.
It's very difficult for me to tell a human not to make the choices that they want to make. I gave up quite a lot to give you the power to make choices.
So I could just choose to leave them. To run away.
Of course. You could. Does that seem like it'd be better?
I'm not sure. I think I would die. Or maybe I'd just kill more people. Because at least I know Ken won't die when I feed. Because of the thing he can do. But I just have random people. And I don't want to kill them, but I also don't want to die.
No.
But maybe that's best.
No, it's not. It's not best. That's, she's shaking her head fairly emphatically. You shouldn't do that. It's not like you'd think.
But you didn't die, you just went to hell.
Yeah. Whatever it is. This is better. Having a body is better. Even if you keep cutting holes in it.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure.
It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday.
No,
No.
it's not a happy birthday.
No. Are you going to stay here? I don't think you'll probably finish the floor.
I should probably go home.
Do you want me to take you?
Please. Yes. Have a
What kind of shirt is Naomi wearing?
At this current point in time, she's wearing like literally like a white vest that is like dirty and wet and just covered in crap.
Okay.
And like her bare arms where you can see her track marks and scars and open wounds.
You should come to my house first and get changed.
I have a
I
coat.
think.
I get on the coat.
All right.
My bag. I need my. And she blinks and she actually just completely freezes for a moment and starts stumbling as fast as she really can inside.
Mm-hmm.
As she realizes she's left her bag behind. And
Amelia's.
the-
Sure. The what?
Specifically, well, it's the specific thing is which is her knife.
Sure.
And if Amelia pays attention, or walks back into the building, she'll see Naomi like desperately flailing for her knife on the floor, and then she'll go over to the stairs where her handbag is and walk up to the top floor where her coat's laid.
Oh, God. Okay.
Like, this takes ages and is probably quite embarrassing to watch.
Yeah, I don't really think that Amelia can probably watch too much of it. I'm trying to decide whether she's going to do a thing to stop it happening.
Like, I mean, she's not doing anything with the knife.
No, I know. But just this, like, this awkward shuffle. Can I get you something? Let me get your coat in your bag.
Okay.
She looks infinitely relieved and will go and get them both.
Okay. When you go upstairs, you can see that the upstairs is, it's like a suite of offices.
Okay.
Upstairs, which are pretty just cleared out of stuff.
Mhm.
They've got horrible office carpet in them right now. But it's a relatively large suite of office for considering for a warehouse. Almost like you could convert it into a mage chantry upstairs.
How useful.
Exactly.
She looks around kind of curiously while she's up there and maybe pays a little extra attention to the doors. And then comes back down the stairs with Naomi's things.
You're not going to do the thing like you did at the Brown Bear, are you? That made me throw up.
Oh. Then no.
I mean,
I can get you quite close and then call you a cab.
Okay.
Are you going back to the school?
No.
Oh.
Not to the school. There's a place, and she'll give you an address. We don't even know which borough the address is actually technically, because it's never been finalised.
That's fair.
Not actively dangerous, but also not particularly nice part of New York.
Sure. Naomi, let me take you to my house and call you a cab from there. It's safest. The safest place to be popping in and out of doors without worrying someone's there.
Okay.
She glances back at the power washer. Do you need me to clean any of this up first? So it's safe?
If you unplug it, I think.
Okay.
I didn't read the instructions.
Amelia goes and unplugs it and like tidies up the cord, wraps it up.
If she unplugs it, she'll might see like a little thing on it where it says property of like Harvey Smith by address.
Okay. She's gonna take note and she'll just set it up out of the water. Poor Harvey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she'll open the door. And open the door.
Yeah. And Naomi will step through the door into the other side through a different door. And I think that's probably the best point to end the scene.
Yep, sounds good.
Thank you very much, player, for playing. Thank you, Watch, for watching. We'll see you again on Naomi's other birthdays.